Sometimes this question comes, is empathy important for leadership? And as we are discussing this concept of emotional intelligence and its effect and the role it plays in leading organizations, we have discussed about self-awareness, self-regulation and motivation, which is all about self-management. But the next and very profound quality, the building block of emotional intelligence, is empathy. And it's about how leaders relate with others. Empathy is one of those qualities whose absence and presence is easily visible. We have seen in our lives the effect that an empathic teacher or a parent or a guide has on us, and how it feels like working for an unfeeling boss or an unresponsive spouse, or things become difficult to move on. However, in leadership, sometimes people think empathy means trying to please everyone, trying to be good to everyone, trying to have this feeling, I am okay, you are also okay. But that kind of mindset would not lead to effective decisions when it comes to corporate life. Empathy in the leadership arena actually means being aware, being respectful for the feelings and emotions of others, and while considering all other important practical factors, take intelligent decisions and communicate them with deep empathy, understanding the impact of those decisions on the subjects, on the people, on our employees, on our colleagues. Empathy is absolutely crucial for the leadership role in this day and age, precisely for these three reasons. First, increasing use of teams. As our work cultures are expanding, changing, modifying, we are working a lot with more of teams. And when we have people who have empathy, they are able to rally a team for a common purpose effectively. We have all experienced situations where we have different team members with different opinions and it becomes difficult to come to a consensus. But when leaders exercise empathy, they're able to understand everyone's viewpoint, everyone's stance, and then bring everyone on the common ground and take a decision and move forward. Because when people feel heard, when people feel that they have expressed themselves and they're heard properly without being judged, they easily like to collaborate. Their collaboration becomes very, very smooth and fine. The second very important reason why empathy is important for leadership is globalization. We need to be sensitive to different cultures, from the different backgrounds people come from, and then what are their needs and what are their wants, how do they translate communication, what is effective in one culture may not be effective in another culture. So we have to be we need to exercise empathy towards people who come from different kind of cultures in order to create deeper bonds. And the third very important reason why leadership needs empathy is to retain talent. Highly talented people, when they don't feel heard, when their voice is subdued, they leave that organization. And when highly talented people leave organization, we all know what kind of loss it bears to the organization. The kind of knowledge that goes, the kind of energy that is invested in training them up is lost. Therefore, leaders need to exercise empathy, create an environment where people who are talented are able to express themselves. They feel understood, they feel heard, they feel a sense of freedom in order to achieve unimaginable things for the organization. So these three reasons, ability to inspire teams, the globalization factor that is coming up in the organizational cultures, and the ability to retain talents is absolutely crucial in order to lead organizations in the 21st century. And an empathic leader is able to do that extremely effectively. People sometimes wonder how can empathic leaders who are just driven by feelings, who are always worried about the feelings of others, can make hard decisions. But that's not true. Empathic leaders are able to make all necessary decisions, but while making them, they make everyone feel valued, they make everyone feel a part of that decision, and therefore acceptance level for that decision is much higher. Empathic leaders transform organizations in many subtle ways which otherwise is not possible.